I recently went to Five Below in search of a very specific retro gaming adjacent item I saw advertised. I have to admit, I like coming to Five Below to see what trinkets they've put out, and it amazes me the lights and stuff they get for such low prices. But some of this stuff has to be borderline disposable, right? Like, how good can this mini projector be with a paltry 15 lumens and a native resolution of 320 by 240? But anyway, we're here for this, a retro video game console set, including a controller, the console, and a 3-inch TV, which I'm pretty sure is just a more gimmicky version of this handheld next to it. For $10 though, I'll buy it so you don't have to. Let's get this thing unboxed and take a look. Now the controller, console, and screen are all attached permanently to each other with a very thin cable and not much slack. The screen also didn't have any kind of protection on it while it was packaged, so there's a good scuff on the front. Nice. Looking at the manual, I see the brand Vivitar mentioned, something I remember from the cheap digital cameras of my youth, and they still make some to this day, so I'm not really expecting much here. For power, it does use batteries, of course none are included, but to my surprise it utilizes a USB-C connection, which is surprising as these cheap devices usually use older tech like micro USB. And these things use such little power that I can just hook it up to a battery pack like this Anker here and we should be good to go. With it plugged in, let's turn it on and I'll be. This screen is nice and bright and surprisingly clear for the price, but wait, who the heck is this?
Hey, it's me, Marco. I'm Mario's cousin. A job's a job, alright?
It is kind of fun that there's a volume knob here as well, but let's go ahead and take a look at the games. Now, I'm totally expecting there to be some stolen ROMs or something like that on here, but not outright Mario. So let's try out Turtles and... yeah, I have no idea what I'm doing here. Is this a ROM hack, or is this like another game? What is this? On to the shoot category. Let's try out World War II. Ah, yes, of course. And as I suspected, it's just a retitled 1942 ROM. But notice this weird screen tearing at the top, and the speaker with the alert sound here is just dreadful. I was hoping Ghost Castle would be something like Castlevania, but instead it's whatever the hell this is supposed to be. Next up is the Sport category with 17 games, starting at the number 9. Let's try out everyone's favorite, Bicycle. Absolutely groundbreaking gameplay. Now, Tipmoto, wait a minute, this song sounds familiar. Oh baby, we've got full-blown Nintendo infringement. Let's go! Let's check out what's in the puzzle category. There has to be a Tetris clone in here, right? Going through the titles though, I found something pretty interesting at number 29. What? So of course we have to see what this game is about, and yes, this is exactly what I thought it would be. A game about digging, of course. But when you get a game over and go back to the title screen, the tone that it plays feels like it's going to split your head open. Anyway, let's try out Pillar. Wow, those are certainly graphics on a screen controlled by an input device. Lastly, let's check out some fighting with the title called Pizza Boy. You know, for a game in the fighting category, this seems pretty peaceful. Maybe it's called fighting because you'll be fighting to pay attention with how boring it is. Folks, if it's not clear, don't buy this. There's no redeeming factor to it. It's not even good for the shelf. If I had to describe it in one word, likely it would be...